Hey everyone, welcome to Reality TV News Updates, the place where we bring you the latest updates, fun moments, and behind-the-scenes stories you won't want to miss. And one of the most surprising moments of Big Brother 27, Jimmy Heagerty's eviction sent shockwaves through the house and the fandom. Known for his calm demeanor, sharp strategic insight, and ability to connect with nearly everyone, Jimmy was widely considered a potential finalist. But on eviction night, a Blindside flipped the game upside down. What stunned viewers even more was Jimmy's reaction afterwards. No anger, no bitterness, and most unexpectedly, no blame towards Mickey, the house guest many fans thought had orchestrated his downfall. In an exclusive post-eviction interview, Jimmy sat down to reflect on the shocking events of the week, his relationships in the house, and why he still has nothing but respect for the player who seemingly sealed his fate. The peace before the fight. Jimmy had the impression that he was in a secure position going into the week of the eviction. He said with a laugh, "I honestly thought I was good. Everyone was telling me I was a pawn, and normally that's the kiss of death, but the vibe in the house didn't feel like I was the target. I trusted the people I was aligned with, especially Mickey. Since the second week, we had been working together." One of the quieter but more consistent dynamics in Big Brother 27 was Jimmy's alliance with Mickey. Jimmy and Mickey developed a relationship that was more subtle and strategic, whereas larger personalities like Vince, Zach, and Ashley dominated screen time with their fiery confrontations. Jimmy explained, "We had a mutual understanding. We did not require constant game talk. We knew what each other wanted, and we had each other's backs. I at least believed that we did." The cracks began to show when Mickey started spending more time with other house guests, particularly Amy and Adrian. Jimmy stated, "At first, I didn't think much of it. You can't survive unless you talk to everyone in that house. But when I noticed he was avoiding eye contact the day before the eviction, I started to get nervous." Still, Jimmy chose to trust Mickey, a decision that ultimately cost him his place in the game. The unexpected setback that no one anticipated. The eviction episode is probably one of the most chaotic episodes of the season. Even the live audience could feel the tension as the votes suddenly changed. Jimmy recalled, "I saw Ashley whispering to Zach before the live show. That's when I knew something was off, but by that point it was too late to scramble. You can't campaign when everyone's already made their mind." When host Julie Chan announced Jimmy's name, the entire house gasped. Even Mickey looked stunned, though fans have since debated whether the shock was genuine. Jimmy said, "I think people are making too much out of that moment. Yes, Mickey voted me out, but I don't think it was out of malice. It was a plan. The game moves quickly, and that's just how Big Brother works if my expulsion helped his position. I can't be excited about Mickey." Despite being blindsided, Jimmy's post-eviction attitude has won him praise from fans and former players alike. Jimmy took a different path, despite the fact that many of the house guests who were kicked out have left the show in dissatisfaction. He said with firmness, "I can't be mad at Mickey. We all joined the same game. Everyone lies, everyone backstabs, everyone makes moves to survive. I meant what I said when I said I wouldn't take anything personally before entering that house." Jimmy even defended Mickey against the backlash he's faced online. Jimmy acknowledged, "I've seen the comments, people calling him fake, saying he played me. But what they don't see are the late-night talks, the trust we built, and the genuine moments we shared. He played his game. I respect that." He paused for a moment, then added, "If anything, I'm proud of him. He made a hard decision. That's what separates good players from great ones." Life inside the house, the real alliances and hidden tensions. Jimmy's calm personality made him one of the few players who got along with nearly everyone, but even he admits the environment was emotionally draining. He said, "It's easy for fans to watch from home and say, 'Why didn't he see that coming?' But when you're living in that house, cut off from the outside world, your judgment gets cloudy. You don't get enough sleep, you're suspicious, and you always question everything. It's a pressure cooker." He described how alliances shifted almost hourly in the days leading up to his eviction. Jimmy laughed. "Vince and Zach were throwing each other under the bus, Ashley was pretending to be loyal to everyone, and Amy was playing a social masterclass. You can't trust anyone fully, but you can't play Big Brother if you don't trust someone." That someone for Jimmy was Mickey. He was the closest thing I had to a true ally. And even though he voted me out, I don't regret trusting him, because if you don't trust at least one person in that house, you lose your humanity. The house makes you new. Jimmy opened up about the mental and emotional toll of being on Big Brother. He stated, "You think you're strong, but then you realize how much being alone messes with your head. There were nights I couldn't sleep because I was overanalyzing every conversation. Was that compliment genuine? Did that smile mean something? It's draining." He attributes his calm exit to the way he approached the show. Jimmy explained, "I told myself that no matter how it ends, I would leave with grace. I wanted to be remembered as someone who played fair and respected the game. I think I did that." His thoughts on the remaining house guests. Jimmy still watches the show and has plenty of opinions about those left in the house. He stated, "I think Amy is in a great position. She's social, she's likable, and no one sees her as a major threat. That's dangerous." As for Vince and Zach, Jimmy laughed, "Those two are exceptions. They will either collapse and destroy one another, or they will somehow reach the final two together. Either way, it'll be entertaining." And of course, there's Mickey. "I think Mickey has the potential to go all the way," Jimmy said confidently. "He's smart, he's adaptable, and he's not afraid to get his hands dirty. If he can manage jury perception, he could easily win this thing." The moment he knew it was over. Jimmy recalled the moment when he realized his game was over. He said, "Julie said my name and I just laughed. It was surreal. You plan for every scenario, but when it actually happens, it still hits hard." He described walking out of the house as bittersweet. "Naturally, I was disappointed, but I was also proud. I made it far, I played with integrity, and I left on my own terms, without drama." As for his iconic handshake with Mickey before walking out, fans speculated whether it was genuine forgiveness or a symbolic goodbye. Jimmy cleared that up immediately. It was real. That handshake meant no hard feelings. "I didn't want my last moment on TV to be full of bitterness. I'm not like that. It was just the game." Asked if he would do anything differently, Jimmy smiled. He admitted, "Maybe I'd listen to my gut more. But honestly, I stand by my game. Every move I made came from a place of authenticity. I wasn't fake. I wasn't trying to be a villain or a hero. I was just being me." He repeated the phrase that has now become his post-show mantra. It was just the game. People forget that at the end of the day, we're all playing a game. The lies, the betrayals, the blindsides, that's what makes Big Brother what it is. I didn't sign up for summer camp. I signed up for a strategic battle. What's next for Jimmy Heagerty? Now that he's out of the house, Jimmy says he's enjoying time with family and reconnecting with reality. He laughed. "The first thing I did was eat a real meal and take a long shower. It's the little things you miss in there." As for the future, Jimmy hasn't ruled out returning to the Big Brother world someday. He said, "If they ever did an all-star season, I'd love another shot. This time I'd come in with more fire, but I'd still play with the same heart." Fans online have also shown him a lot of love and support. He said, "The love has been incredible. I had no idea how much people had connected with my story. I just tried to stay true to myself, and it seems like that resonated." Last thoughts. Before wrapping up, Jimmy shared a final message for Big Brother 27 fans. "Don't hate the players. Appreciate the game. Everyone's doing what they think will get them to the end. Mickey made a move that worked for him, and I respect that. I don't blame him, not one bit." He smiled, his trademark calm demeanor unshaken, even after the chaos of eviction night. Jimmy Heagerty left Big Brother 27 not as a victim of betrayal, but rather as a player who understood that every blindside, every vote, and every goodbye is just part of the game. He did so with grace, humility, and a true understanding of the game.